Welcome back to the D&D Talk Wrestling Weekly Rewind.
So we're gonna do a little something different this week. In the world of wrestling,
Things change.
Things change. You got to reinvent yourself a little bit. So we decided to kind of streamline.
Let's not say we. You came up with this. I'm going to give you the credit for it. This way, if it goes bad.
Okay, if it goes bad, it's on me.
It's not going to go bad. I like the idea. I agreed with it, but I don't want to take credit for it. This is really your idea, and I really like it.
I mean, as you know, with the constant banter and him making fun of me about Seth Rollins, being my favorite wrestler,
I can't wait for the podcast this week because we're going to have some stuff to say.
I decided to do a little redesign, rebuild, reclaiming. No, we wanted to, we've both talked about this before, and I just did a little extra thinking on it, and I thought maybe it'd be better to streamline the process instead of being more personal with our audience. We had some feedback from people that was pretty good that about making eye contact with the camera a little more. I mean, obviously we're going to do contact with our...
Right.
Whoa, pause.
Pause.
Eye contact with ourselves.
Pause.
Intense eye contact. But
right here.
to make it more personal, to where like we're talking to each other, but we're also talking to everybody out there that's watching, instead of consistently looking like down and reading, which...
Because, I mean, I even learned, like, back in, like, middle school, when you're reading, to, like, try to remember the next line, to look up to make eye contact. And I try to do it, but it still doesn't work with, like, the amount of things we have.
No, we literally watched these episodes, we wrote it down, and we still have to read verbatim because our mind is just so filled with...
Because we'd forget... Because I feel like if
this wrestling stuff
if we didn't, we'd forget, like, the most major thing that happened that week.
Yeah. Like, we don't want to skip out on anything to be a detriment to the people watching, but we also don't want to... You're going to laugh at this one.
Boy.
We don't want to ramble on too long.
Too much.
There's
only so much time in a day.
We ramble, but it's like 25 different small rambles.
Right.
We just don't want to ramble on too long to where like it's like, all right, guys, let's move on to the next segment or next topic or something. So we decided to streamline it up a little bit, basically adding in news that happened throughout the week, big events that happened during shows and everything, like returns, debuts, title defenses, things like that. Just big news things, basically, for a lack of a better phrase, which...
I think it's going to work better, because I remember in the beginning, we did everything in one. We did the rewind, the news, and like the podcast.
We also sat in a chair looking like a bunch of...
Well, yeah, but I even mean like when we first got the table, like that first episode, we still did the rewind. Then we went right into...
Yeah.
I think Rivalries was like our first podcast. And we were like, we should split it so they're not as long. And our goal was to have the rewind under an hour. But then we were like, fuck it, we're just going to keep talking. And it's been like an hour and a half, close to 2 hours for the rewind alone.
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to make it so much better to like definitely be under. If this goes over an hour, we need to have a big talk and figure out what the hell's our problem.
This one might, because we're actually giving a full explanation on what we're doing and what our vision is. Because I'm such a visionary. See how I'm integrating this? Like, I didn't even think about this. This is all off the top right now.
Pee Wee Herman word of the day? Like, what?
No. It's the wrestler of the day. I'm just going to take all of his phrases.
Okay.
So we wanted to keep everything the way it was. We didn't want to burn it down.
Oh, my God.
And start from scratch. So we're going to keep some of the cool things about it. We're going to keep the promo section.
We have to keep the promo section.
I mean, I love the promo section.
I love the promo section.
We're also going to create new things. We haven't fully gone over what it is yet, so just, stay tuned for the next episode on that.
A sneak peek.
But we're going to throw in a couple other smaller segments, break it down into smaller little segments, so that way we're just keep moving, and we're not kind of dwelling on the same thing over and over again. So that's kind of just, I'm not saying this on purpose. But that's our vision for...
I should have counted how many times, because you realize you used to break it down, too, and that's another wrestling. I should have counted how many wrestling terms you just used.
I didn't even realize I was doing
you used break it down, and I went, there's another one.
I mean, I could do this whole thing in wrestling terms if we really wanted to.
I know we could. That's what we can do. I think what we should do is we should run the intro, though. That's what we So we're going to start with AEW news, stuff that happened in the ring last week. Kenny Omega retained his international championship in a fatal four-way against Brody King, Claudio Castagnoli, and Mascarada Dorado. After the match, Continental Champion Kazuchika Okada came out. They just faced off to the ring, had a little back and forth. but we all know that rivalry, and it was already announced that they're gonna have another match. So like,
I love championships. I love titles, but sometimes there could be too much. Like,
Yeah.
what are you fighting for? Like,
Right.
okay, so like look at WWE for an example. I know we're switching companies here,
What we
but they could use another title. But I think they could use like a cruiserweight type
a
title.
cruise. I've been saying for years they need to have an intergender tag title.
Intergender tag, yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing that, but I think they need a
They
cruiserweight.
need some kind of cruiserweight.
Like something now. Now you got like
their 205 when they combined the 205 Live.
well, after 205 Live, it went to the NXT cruiserweight.
Right.
champion.
No, I think it went. It went to, but I think they combined the cruiserweight with the North American title, and they like made those one.
But I mean, look at the way Worlds Collide went, and we're not talking about
That
this here
show was
because
amazing.
we're doing a
That's gonna be
recap
part
of
the
that.
That and Money in the Bank will be the podcast.
But how good that show went. Plus, now that like TKO owns that, like you can have
That
these
was
guys,
now that you say it, it was basically a cruiserweight show.
or like just take their world title and make it like the one where like now all the cruiserweights in WWE because none of them are going for top belts.
Right.
They're basically in stables or tag teams. Like Cruz del Toro stands behind Rey Mysterio like every Raw,
every week.
but he showed out. Like that dude's good. Give these guys a chance to do some like lucha type stuff.
That makes sense. Do you see who's getting a rematch for the title? Del Rio, like attacked Vikingo somewhere.
I saw that. Yeah.
And then it said I was like, oh, this is old. And they're like, no, this is after you. And I'm like, they need to get rid of him anyways.
But I always thought that like that type of thing, bring it back to old WCW days,
Where you had to be a certain weight to defend.
where their cruiserweight title, you had to be a certain
you had to
weight,
be a certain weight.
but you were also like some of the best matches on the
Right.
show.
I mean, all you gotta say is WCW, Eddie and Ray, like
Eddie, Ray, La Parca, Psychosis, Juventud.
Malenko,
Yeah,
the Four Horsemen, basically.
they were
well,
probably the best matches you would say.
the newer Four Horsemen.
Because we all know Hogan ain't throwing up a 5-star match.
No, he's throwing up one semi-shaped star.
Yeah, and then
Did you-
it's got to be a white star.
Mark
too.
Henry was DJing somewhere. Here we go already. Mark Henry was DJing somewhere. He played Real American and he paused him and fuck Hulk Hogan and played a different song. So other AEW happenings. Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford still viciously attacking Anna Jay, but her longtime friend and I want to she's been gone for at least a year, maybe even a year and a half. Tay Mello finally came back for her return. She was out for paternity leave. Probably it's got to be at least a year or 2 years now, I would think. Nick Wayne retained his ROH World Television title against Sammy Guevara, Lee Johnson, and AR Fox. And then Thekla, who we talked about last week, made her in-ring debut against Lady Frost. Finally, Thekla. She's
Reminds me
really
of
weird.
Vecna
So
from
when
Stranger
she
Things.
comes, I've never watched Stranger Things.
What?
Hot take. I think season 1. When she comes out, because she's like the poison spider, they flip the camera upside down, so it looks like she's like walking on top. It's kind of cool because she even like crouches down to make it look like she's like crawling on the top. But you can tell it's not because all the logos are upside down everywhere. Like you guys should figure that part out.
Yeah,
Of like
they'll play with it.
flipping that out. Go to the crowd and then go back so it's like normal. But yeah, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, why not?
The only other real AEW news is, and you're not going to be a fan of this one, but I think it's interesting. After next week's AEW Grand Slam in Mexico, Mercedes Moné will be the first woman ever to wrestle in Madison Square Garden, Wembley Stadium, Tokyo Dome, and Arena Mexico. Because obviously we know the Tokyo Dome is their Madison Square Garden,
Oh, 100%.
which is basically what Wembley is, and which is basically what Arena Mexico is.
Yeah.
So it's for you to perform in the top arenas in different continents. It's kind of a big thing.
It is big. And listen. I don't hate.
I know you don't. I just like
Mercedes
saying
Moné.
it.
I think that at that time when she was trying to come back to WWE, or when she left, or something. Anyways, in that thing,
When her and Naomi left from the tag titles,
she wanted like top bill tier money.
She
like,
wanted to come back and get paid more than Charlotte.
and let's be honest, like Charlotte's great in the ring too, but like you got to understand, it doesn't matter who you are.
You gotta know your place.
It's not even know your place, but you just got to know. You got to understand that like it doesn't matter who you are. There's going to be people better than you.
Right.
Like okay, so like she thought, oh, I'm gonna stick it to WWE by leaving and going to AEW. Okay, cool. You've been insanely successful.
Right.
I mean, I saw the pay-per-view. You put on a fantastic match. But at the end of the day, look, WWE has Rhea. Now they have Stephanie Vaquer. They have Julia. They have this immense talent that's rolling in. So it's like...
It's kind of crazy, too, that Stephanie Vaquer faced Mercedes Moné, and like 2 weeks later is when WWE called her and was like, hey, we want you to come to WWE. But then there was also rumors of Mercedes being like, hey, you should go to WWE. I think you would do great there.
Really?
Yeah. Or either like that, or like she reached out to someone in WWE still and was like, hey, this girl was amazing. There was something where she was involved somehow with either WWE getting involved with Vaquer or Vaquer getting in contact with somebody at WWE, but like, yeah, you were gone from there. But for you to still look at this person and go, wow, she's really good. She just needs to fine tune this. Go here. You're gonna do great there. Like, come on. That's
I know,
cool.
And you know what? Let's look at it from a different perspective. Sometimes people just need to change the scenery,
Right.
to do better.
Right.
Like, look at Cardona.
Look at Cardona. Good God.
He was being used as, I don't want to say jobber, but kind of like a jobber.
I mean,
he had his one moment at WrestleMania with the Intercontinental title, winning that ladder match.
didn't he win the tag titles there too?
He might have, yeah, but
the
tag title at that point, the tag titles meant nothing.
because it was a ladder match for the Intercontinental title,
and he lost it the next night.
Right.
Which is definitely the jobber stuff.
Yeah.
But anyways, he left there, and he's one of the biggest stars in wrestling.
Now he calls himself the Complete, because like he called himself the Indie God. He called himself something else.
I know. I saw a clip. Actually, literally, what made me think of him is I saw the clip earlier today
of him on Valette.
Yeah, and it was like, what do you love? I love what was it? Wrestling, Chelsea, and money. That's it.
Yeah.
And Valet was like, so if a place wants you, he's like, I don't care where it is.
Yeah.
As long as they meet his fee,
He won a title at like a fair with like 12 people there.
like literally, we could pay for a fee for him probably to come in and have a match with you right here.
That's fine. I'd do it. Chop the shit out of me.
That's fine. Are you into that stuff?
No, but I want to go to a con and get chopped by a wrestler. I don't know why.
I gotta show you this video. There's a YouTuber.
Pause.
Yeah, let's pause. There was a YouTuber that I would follow for the longest time. His name is Chris Danker, and he kind of got into the world of wrestling through YouTube.
Is this guy you always tell me about? He like used to play the game.
He used to play like WWE 2K all the time. Like, that was kind of one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to do like content creation ish.
That's what we call it.
Kind of, right?
Yeah. That's what we are. We're content creators.
Anyways, like, the dude came a long way and pretty inspirational, but he went to wrestling school and he like filmed it and he released it like on YouTube in like small parts and everything. Yeah. And dude, like, it was funny because he was in, I think he was at Flatbacks, right? That's the one with Spears and Breeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think at the end of all of his training, he got like chops from everybody there. But you should have seen his chest after, because Sean Spears is literally known as one of the hardest choppers.
I don't know
business.
if it's the same. I mean, it's the same school, but I don't know if it's the same class. Valette signed up for them too, because there's a video of Spears chopping the shit out of him too. Yeah.
And it is really interesting. Now he's actually done a couple matches. He had the YouTuber that I was talking about. He had his first match against Sean Spears.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you see who was on Valette this week? Snitsky. I kind of want to watch that one.
I kind of want to watch it too.
Snitsky was,
but then like the way, like, I don't know.
I know. Snitsky was Tuesday, and I think yesterday or today. Today I think is James Storm. I have that one saved, but
that should be good.
Snitsky one. We have a little bit of a, I don't want to say a personal connection, but we know somebody that's related to him.
Yeah. And
we're always like, yo, we're doing this now. Hook us up with something.
First of all, if Snitsky can get on Valet, he ain't gonna come on ours. What are you kidding me?
I mean, why not?
That's a downgrade. What do you mean?
We can just go to a security company.
He's gonna go from probably the best like wrestling.
1.2 million views.
Now, you know who else I like too?
The 25.
Even though we shouldn't be talking about competition, Valet is like the top.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like that other dude that talks about Waffle House.
I told you about him like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't know.
I probably wasn't paying attention.
Brandon? That's not his name. Because he's one of those ones that has like the unique question. Because Valette's question is always like, what the things you're thankful for? You got that dude that's like, what's your Waffle House order?
Yeah, but like I was watching a lot more of his interviews and they're so good. Like, he had one with Jacob. He had one with...
There's another one that asks, like, the most random question. And I'm like, we need a random question.
Yeah, but we don't interview anybody.
Not yet. We're getting there.
We're just going to interview random people.
That's fine. That's even better.
Like, what's your favorite color?
That's fine. That's even better.
We do. How do you say crayon? That's how...
And I brought that up to you and you fought with me about it.
I know.
Because I had a whole big idea of even getting the blue and pink crayons and being like, look, we even have product.
But if it's my idea, it's better.
So that was pretty much all the AEW news for the week. So what happened with WWE?
A few things happened with WWE. Some things that I know for a fact you're not going to be necessarily happy about, though. Look at that. That sounded professional, right?
That did sound professional.
Corey Graves, eat your heart out. No, I'm kidding.
I heard he got mega praise for his
He did
stuff
get
in
mega
AAA.
praise, and I said that for a reason, because he also tweeted out that, like, calling the Worlds Collide match brought back his passion for, like, commentating.
I saw that tweet.
Too.
I saw that.
I think that's kind of cool, because we all, I think, could get kind of in a rut with our jobs.
Right.
Or anything.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
That was a pretty cool tweet to see that he just felt, like, reinvigorated, and he felt like, you know what, and it's exciting wrestling, man. That show was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
That show was. I don't really ever go back and watch. Like, even like if I miss a Raw, I'll watch like a highlight or a recap. I won't go back and watch the whole thing. I went back and watched Worlds Collide like twice. I was like, this show was amazing. One, because I was watching it while we were working. Well, you left, but I literally, when I watch, it happens every time. I'll see the whole match and I'll miss the end. Every time I watch the whole match, the entrances, and I miss the end. I'm like, it doesn't matter what's on during work, I miss it every time.
It's almost like you were watching the Mr. Iguana match and you just blended.
It's almost like I should just. That's chameleons.
Oh, whatever.
I think I say it's almost like I should work and not worry about what happens.
So what else is going on in the world of WWE? News about a possible debut coming up.
Oh, I think I have it. You heard it. You heard it today?
I heard it.
Yeah, you heard about it. I saw it today.
Hikuleo.
Yeah, it's supposed to be coming on SmackDown.
Be on SmackDown. So,
woo!
Interesting to see though. Where is he going to align with the whole situation?
I know.
I think he's going to align with Solo.
I want to know what the Tongans are going to do when they come back. When they get
that's the Tonga's brother, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know either. But then there's that thing that I saw on Raw too in the background. The bullets.
I was thinking about this, and I don't know why I didn't text you back. I'm pretty sure Dom wore that on a pay-per-view.
But there was so many like skulls around too, and then another one of the demon things.
Yeah, but the demon lunchbox is always there.
But I feel like it's like, I don't know. I feel like there's something going on.
There could be. There's a possibility. I mean, we see him breaking down.
I'm saying, dude, you could see Finn and JD team up with the Tongans.
Yo, that new JD shirt I sent you?
Team up with the Tongans and team up with AJ, and that you got like almost the original Bullet Club.
The original Bullet Club.
Except for like AJ. He was like next after Finn.
After Finn.
Yeah, but still.
Apparently, I didn't get to watch it yet. Apparently,
we got to keep JD with him.
Cody talks about the Bullet Club on this week's What Do You Want to Talk About? And he says something about like it was going down and then went back up when he's. This is only like from what I read. He talks about how Bullet Club was going down and then when he joined, it went back up, and I'm like, I hope that's not true because like it was all. I feel like now it's going down because there's a lot of people we don't know.
No, it's funny that you brought up the the Cody thing. What you want to talk about?
I didn't get to watch it.
Did you see the one part about it though? People were tweeting about it and everything about there was. I gotta look down really quick. When they had that bad snowstorm that happened in Omaha, Nebraska.
The one with Priest was on. You talking about this week's?
No. This was back when it was like snow in the wintertime.
No. Did it happen on? Is this part of the What Do You Want to Talk About podcast thing? Or
yeah.
Is this, no,
yeah.
I didn't see. The only clips I saw were the Bullet Club thing, Priest renewing his contract, asking him to be in first class, and like he wore an outfit somewhere. Or no, when they charter like a plane, he dresses up as like Batman and Superman. Those are the only things that I saw.
Now he brought up something about when they had it was a live show in Omaha, Nebraska, and there was like that bad snowstorm. Remember that one episode where like not many people could show up?
Yeah.
I don't know why I just did that noise. Anyways, he was talking about something with like Cody was trying to like help with travel and everything. I kind of like skipped over that part. But the interesting thing is that house show, that live event that went on, no producers made it to that show. Okay. So him and Seth Rollins actually ran the entire show.
Cody and Seth. That's crazy. I didn't. Oh, I want to watch that. I didn't get to watch it.
And Cody actually like gave Seth some props. He's like, "Yo, Seth was doing such a better job than me." He's like, I feel like that's where he's going to go when he retires.
Because he didn't do shit when he was in it. He didn't do any of that. He sat there next to the Bucks and probably played cards or something.
But I kind of like seeing things like that. Like how smart are these guys behind the scenes?
Yeah.
And I mean, Triple H has literally been working with Seth since we talked about it, since NXT.
Yeah, NXT days. You see some of the video packages.
I mean, I think he might have a future in.
I wouldn't mind seeing him as like a producer back there.
Oh, absolutely not.
That'd be awesome.
Absolutely not.
To go along with the debut, did you see who's in the new next in line class?
No.
So there's more. I only have 3 people because it's 3 that we know. I think there's like 9 people, but the WWE's new NIL class, which is next in line, includes Brock, Resh Steiner, Scott Steiner's son, Jacob Henry, Mark Henry's son, and TJ Bullard, Titus O'Neil's son.
So we're just gonna restart Legacy.
Yeah, basically.
Randy Orton's just sitting there like, all right, guys, let's go.
He's looking at his daughter like, what are you doing? You gotta grow, boy. What do you... I saw that and I was like, because we knew, like, there was rumors about Scott Steiner's kid.
Yeah.
But I didn't know anything about Mark Henry's kid or
that boy looks like Braun Breaker.
He looks like Braun. He looks like his dad. The picture that they used is the football picture, but he had the big gold belt on and he's wearing like the chainmail headpiece. I was like, yeah, that's what he needs to wear.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely. We could also talk about another return that happened on Raw this past week.
We could.
We had the return of, not as exciting as the one, but we had the return of Nikki Bella.
I mean, that was pretty exciting. She was my, not Attitude Era. What era was she in?
Ruthless Aggression.
Was she in the Ruthless Aggression era?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did I say Attitude? That's what I meant. Was she in that, or was she more the PG era?
Nah, she. Okay, probably half and half. I would say.
I would say in that time she was like my crush of like wrestling divas. I don't use divas anymore, but that's what they were back then.
Really?
Like every generation, there's always like that one. Yeah, it was Nikki for me. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Maybe 2 because she was with John.
So an interesting note about Nikki Bella, I'm actually
screwed up Stephanie Vakir's name worse than you screw up Nia Jax.
Oh yeah, she turned Stephanie Vakir.
She botched
French.
the shit out of that.
She turned her French. I didn't know freaking Sylvain Grenier was back in the WWE. So with Nikki Bella's return at this week's Monday Night Raw, there's been reports that WWE is now in talks with Brie Bella to make her return at Evolution. The early plans for that would be for Nikki right now is doing her little thing with Liv, and Raquel's gonna probably end up getting involved. So Brie come back and a reformation of the Bella Twins to go against Liv and Raquel. I mean,
a title run, a tag title run.
I don't know if it's gonna be a title run. I think it might just be like her coming back, because I don't think, if I remember reading it correctly, I didn't even write it down. I think her last appearance. That's a great word. That's a new one. Actually, I'm gonna get that on a shirt. Was like in 2022.
Nikki or Brie?
Brie.
Because Brie, I think
she retired.
And then Nikki, she came back after her neck injury. Because she had to remake her, she had to redo her finisher.
But either way, they're in talks with her as well.
That'd be cool.
Trying to get a Bella Twins.
Evolution 2, if they do it, I was thinking about the other day, they can have 7 title matches alone on that show. Because there's already, like, next week on NXT, they announced, I believe, like a Battle Royal or something. But whoever wins it faces JC Jane for the title in Evolution 2.
Well, you know what they say. You never know what's going to happen.
I think you say you can look what you can't touch.
No, Evolution is a mystery.
Oh God!
I'm gonna just keep throwing these wrestling puns.
That's fine. I'm gonna if I'm up to it, I'll put a counter in, but we'll see.
That's okay. We'll already be at like 40. Here's another report. Rumors that are swirling right now in the world of WWE. Reports have that Bill Goldberg will be at the upcoming WWE Raw.
Oh God, I fucking hope not.
In Green Bay, Wisconsin, they said that they think he's going to be appearing regularly on the show up until the next Saturday night main event, which is taking place in Atlanta, Georgia, which would be his final retirement match. Right now, the plans they don't have plans on who it's going to be against.
I think we all know who though, just from his last appearance.
But from his last appearance, the guess is Gunther.
Right. Which, do you want to lead that into another reason of why it might be Gunther? Because
of Gunther's not losing.
Because of what happened this week with Gunther.
Yeah, I guess so.
I feel like that's why. I feel like.
Hey, I feel bad for Gunther. Nobody was congratulating him. And
I saw that. He was like, I went backstage and nobody was there. I'm not here for friends anyways.
Neither is CM Punk. Maybe
I was just gonna say that.
See.
Great minds
like the Usos.
They might be. If they form again, the Usos against the Lucha Bros.
The Lucha Bros?
Yeah, if the Lucha Bros form too.
Oh, wait. Okay, when he said Lucha Bros, I was not thinking of Rey Fenix and Penta.
Who were you thinking of?
When you said it initially, I thought of Lucha House Party. I'm like, they ain't here.
They used that name somewhere. I don't know where they're at, but they used something like that.
Like, what do you mean they're not even with?
I think they're in Ring of Honor.
Lucha. Yeah, that was terrible. Absolutely terrible. So we have a debut to say, a debut or a return.
I would call it a debut.
How would you say a debut? Well, he wasn't this name in WWE, that's for sure.
Correct. This would be his third name in WWE now.
It would be. Not a lot of people remember his first name.
K-Quick.
Yeah.
How can you forget that?
K-Quick gets rowdy with Road Dogg. Look at that. That was a tag team from
way back in the day.
Way back.
I mean, they even teamed in TNA.
So after everybody knows what happened anyway.
Right.
After Truth got his contract wasn't renewed, got released, the massive.
I still think it's part of the story. I mean, technically, Hunter even said it on the.
I know he said it, but like.
I feel like this is the. They did this in NXT once before.
Cue the picture. It's still royal to me, damn it.
Cue what picture? What?
You ever never see that meme on the internet?
No.
The fat guy sitting on the bleachers. It's still real to me.
Maybe, I don't know.
You probably did. Whatever. Anyways.
Remember the dude that got fired in NXT and he sent out the video crying and they brought him back. He was Rockstar Spud in TNA.
Drake Maverick?
Yeah, I feel like this is the same thing over again.
Either way, nobody thought he was coming back.
No.
All thought he was Dude, every wrestler, every single one was tweeting about him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like even Cena posted a picture.
If it was...
that's why I think it's real, because what...
If it was part of the story, nobody knew.
No, nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
Hunter like kept it between him and Truth.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
But like even Cena posted a picture. You know what I'm saying? Like That's what made me think it was real. Because like Cena, okay, you just beat the crap out of this guy and smash him in the face with a belt. Like, why would you? Anyways, well, he's not R-Truth anymore. That's for sure.
No, he's not.
The rumor has it the Truth will set you free.
I hope he brings that music back.
No, I just saw actually like a day or two ago. This rapper tweeted at me.
Metro Boomin.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, we're redoing it.
No, he said no. There's not, or we're keeping what's up.
He said we're keeping what's up, but we're like tweaking it or something. They're changing what's up a little bit, maybe to like maybe he doesn't sing it. Because I saw the exact tweet. Because Metro Boomin wants to do music for like everybody, and he was like, "Yo, let me do Ron Killings, who that's what R-Truth is coming back as. Let me do," and he tweeted back, "No, we're keeping what's up. We're just tweaking it a little bit or something."
Speaking of music, did you hear Braun Breaker's music is going to be made by Limp Bizkit?
I heard it's a rumor. I heard it's not. I heard Fred Durst debunked it.
Really?
But I also heard they want to redo Seth's music.
I heard that too.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
I don't know if I'm too happy about that.
Did you see how Fred Durst looks anymore?
He looks stupid as hell. I never liked Limp Bizkit.
Somebody tweeted out his latest picture and went, Pat McAfee should dress like this for Halloween.
I think growing up in the music scene that I liked, when Limp Bizkit came out and then Korn came out, you were either like, I mean, you could like both of them.
I know what you're saying, though.
But if you're gonna go more metal-y-ish,
you went
Korn route. If you want to go like that new metal type sound, you went Limp Bizkit.
Right.
And I went full Korn.
I
was on the damn cob. That's how much Korn I went. You know what I'm saying? What?
I went Limp Bizkit.
Did you?
Yeah.
You look like you would have went Limp.
I mean, not like full. Like I didn't like have CDs or anything. But like
CDs or anything. Yeah, because they didn't exist when you were younger.
You're the same age as me.
Exactly. I had cassette tapes. Don't lie to the people.
I never bought.
Ron Killing says the truth will set you free.
I never bought any Limp Bizkit stuff, but I was that's a lie. I bought a book. I I had to do a book report on the band, and I did a book report on them because here we go. So we had to do a book report, and then we had to do like some kind of picture of them. So I took my Ninja Turtles from the 80s that were set up as the rock band, and I put them in a shoebox like they were on stage. Because they came with like Raphael came with a guitar, Mikey came with a drum set, Donatello came with like a microphone, and I set them up like that, and I was like, cool, here's the Limp Bizkit setup. I got an A on it. I was like, hell yeah, I got an A, and I give me my Turtles back.
You should have just said that they were the Turtles and like the old band.
There's a band called the Turtles?
Yeah.
No idea.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a music guy.
No idea. Yeah, I don't even know the last time I listened to music, honestly. It's been a lot of podcasts lately.
I listen to music all the time. That's like my therapy.
Although, I was listening to Ja Rule a little bit last week because you heard me.
Oh. Is that why I smell anyways.
Wow!
Let's go on to the next topic. Actually, let's stay on the same topic because we kind of got off track there for a second.
We got off track a lot.
So, R-Truth, no longer. Wrong Killings is here.
I like some of... They already brought out like shirts with like... Ron... It says like Ron's killing you or something, and I was like, oh, they're going like really hard.
His TNA run as Wrong Killings
was phenomenal.
Awesome.
I like how he like cut his hair. I feel like they just put his hair back on. One, it cut way too easy for that amount of like dreads. And two, if you look, he already had like the designs in his head.
Well, he's had them for a while. Because people were joking, is he balding or did he do that on purpose?
A lot of people now, when I saw like the designs, somebody retweeted that and put Minoru Suzuki, because he looks like Minoru Suzuki now from New Japan. Because he does all that shit too. And I was like, oh my god, he does look like him.
He still has more hair than Cena.
Cena got hair transplant.
Did he?
Yeah. He talks about it. Where did he talk about it?
He should have just shaved his head. Like
maybe it was on the McAfee show. It was somewhere where he talked. He turned to the crowd and was like, "You people are ragging on me for it. You're the ones that made me get a hair transplant." Maybe it was on a post show or somewhere.
So there's another debut that I know we're jumping into NXT a little bit, but it was still kind of a big deal.
It was I think a really big deal.
Well, Mariah May coming over from AEW.
The Glamour, as they were calling her for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They had the vignette of Blake Monroe, which I didn't find out till one. Apparently, there's a
porn star with
adult actress named Blake Monroe.
Oh, can't say the P word.
Can't say the P word.
Oh,
there's an adult mattress actress named Blake Monroe, but she has. I feel like she helped pick this name because Blake is her niece's name.
Yeah.
And then Monroe for Marilyn Monroe. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. But watching like the video, I was like, this feels very Toni Stormish. Like her timeless thing.
You know what? I thought that too.
And then like she did the bath towel thing, and I was like, is she trying to do like Sabrina Carpenter too? Like, is she trying to mix all these like?
I think it's Toni Storm-esque, but they just picked another era.
Yeah, like new
Toni Storm is like 1930s, 40s, and this one's more like 70s, 80s, which is kind of like copying-ish, but not really.
Somebody I think it's more her trying to do the Sabrina Carpenter stuff, because somebody put up like the towel thing.
Yeah, I saw that picture.
There's the bathtub. Then there was 4 pictures. There was the towel thing, the bathtub, and like 2 other parts.
The cartoon looking thing.
The cartoon looking thing. Apparently, she does at her concerts, and there was another one. I want to say like
I saw a Reddit thread about this, and then people were like, someone was saying like, oh, just stealing another person's character, and it's like, oh yeah, in the wrestling world that's never happened before, and just started naming people like Honky Tonk Man wasn't just an Elvis ripoff.
Fake Diesel and Fake Racer.
Like it's literally been going on.
Right. It's gonna continue to go on.
Like
that's something that's never gonna change in wrestling.
It is what it is.
Never gonna change in wrestling.
Yeah. Speaking of that, really quickly, I didn't even write this one down, but I watched it. Did you see the clip with Mark Henry when they were? I think it was on Valet again.
Shout out Mark Henry. I believe today's his birthday. I saw it on Twitter before. I'm pretty sure it was today yesterday, but I'm pretty sure it's today.
Somebody's gonna get some cake lit.
I don't know.
Somebody's gonna get some cake lit.
Wow.
That was really good, right?
Yeah, I didn't hear lit. I heard something else, but I was like, whoa, okay.
No, someone's gonna get their ass kicked. Someone's gonna get their cake lit. See?
I heard cake licked, and I was like, whoa.
Oh no, not licked. No. We're trying to keep it PG.
No. What clip?
When they call it the Mark Henry like pickup, like when the wrestler,
it's like a front follow-away slam kind of.
it's like when it gets you and then like
And
rolls back and then picks them up.
Okay.
And they said that like everybody named that after Mark Henry, and he was like getting choked up. And he's like, why is that?
I saw that once before.
And this goes to what we were just talking about with characters. Henry said like, there's not much you could do in wrestling that is new. So when there's actually a move or something that is like that you're known for, named after you,
it's a big deal.
That's like one of the most biggest compliments you can ever get in wrestling. And I was like, I thought about it. I'm like, wow, that like makes so much sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
That you would get emotional over that, but like you've seen people like now do it all the time. Like, well, Cena was famous for doing it, but it started with Henry. He was the first one to. And the funny thing is, Mark Henry is the strongest man ever. First one to ever do it. It was on Ray. The lightest guy.
The lightest guy ever.
Yeah.
Probably the lightest wrestler ever. Well, I don't know. Zach Gowen wasn't a full man.
No. He had a leg up on the competition.
No, then the competition had a leg up on him.
No.
Technically.
He could take his leg off and put it up on the competition. Hey, you're a professional wrestler, Zach. You're open to, jokes. We love you.
He actually performed really good.
He performed good when he was back then.
I watched some of his Ring of Honor stuff, and I was like, wow, he's actually brilliant.
Yeah, he's talented as hell.
Well, he was just getting slammed by Lesnar back then. Like, come on.
Still. Can you take a suplex from Lesnar?
No. Because he's not gonna play it off. He'll make it the hardest suplex ever.
Yeah, he'll be like, these two idiots think they know wrestling to have a podcast.
Stupid ass the whole time.
Yeah, he'll be stomping our face in. No, there was a lot of rumors going around that once Mike Santana's contract is up in TNA, that WWE is high on trying to sign him. I
hear that for a lot. I hear that about him, Joe Hendry, and the new hotness, Mr. Iguana.
Oh, they want to capitalize.
They want him. So I don't want to go too much into it, but him and I think it was Psycho Clown, the luchador with the clown mask that actually had the tongue sticking out.
I'm gonna fight him.
I was like, those two right there are like the cool. They were like the coolest ones out of Triple A.
First of all, I don't mess with clowns. Okay.
La Yesca, when he had him in the ring, and Lindsay Dorado? Lindsay Dorado was attacking him in the ring.
He gave him a standing Spanish fly.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, that was I don't want to get too much into it because that's going to be the pot. But
Mr. Iguana is awesome.
Mr. Iguana, yeah, Mr. Iguana.
A Psycho Clown?
No, Psycho Clown was cool as shit. That mask was cool as shit.
I don't like clowns.
I know you don't. I don't know how you like yourself, so.
And, how do I hang out with you?
Oh my god.
So
before we go over the biggest thing that happened in WWE this week, there was 3 title matches on NXT that we can talk about.
All right, what do we got?
Ethan Page retained his title against Evolve's Shawn Legacy, and then after the match, Ricky Saints returned, who's still technically, I mean, they said he's not, what's the word that I want? Physically able to go, but that's not, what the hell do they call it?
Medically cleared?
Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't think of medically cleared, because like you could see his larynx was still bruised, and he was trying to talk, and he couldn't even talk.
How do you say larynx, but not think of medically cleared?
I don't know.
I thought you were going to say Lorax. In the Dr. Seuss
No,
movie?
Dr. Seuss. JC Jane had her first title defense against Lainey Reed, who we both don't know. She came out of nowhere. I'm thinking she's from like Evolve or something, or maybe
she's like an RKO came out of nowhere.
And then
with the big meat match right here.
So we're not gonna do it yet. We're still trying to figure it out. We're gonna do like matches or moments of the week. Is that your like match of the week?
Which one?
The one from Raw.
Honestly, this one that you're about to talk about
this
might
is
be
my match of the because I even wrote down.
No, I'm sorry because if the match of the week consisted into AAA.
Oh,
I think that whole show.
That whole show gets it. Shout out Simon Miller. That whole show gets a golden up.
Oh no, that Gable and.
Oh yeah, well he was Gable then. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. Gable and Vikingo.
Yeah.
That match was grueling. So I even wrote down in what was a grueling match and could possibly be the match of the week. Obafemi retained his title in a match against the LFG Season 1 winner Jasper Troy. That match.
Troy looked good.
Yeah, he did. When he kept slamming him into the corner and it broke the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they're calling the match in. And they came back and everything was fixed. And I was like, oh, this match is really. And I believe they announced today, June 22nd, I believe. June 22nd, Season 2 of LFG starts.
Really?
And there's like Xena Steele's coming back and some guys, I don't know the guy, but there's some guys coming back too. But I don't know if it's the same coaches because there was that rumor of Michelle McCool replacing Mickey James. I don't know if it's true or not, but LFG was a cool show. I'll watch season 2.
I liked it.
That match was that.
I wanted that girl to come back. That was on Undertaker's team?
Isn't she the one that won?
No.
The Olympic athlete wasn't.
No,
was
I'm
she,
talking about the big girl.
the Samoan? No, not the. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
She was like she was a cheerleader.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
She was on like the bottom.
She was like the really tall, like the white
she
girl.
Had a sick ass like finisher move.
Yeah,
and
I know who
everything.
you're talking about.
Anyway, so let's get into the biggest event that happened this past week, and that's funny that we're saying that considering Money in the Bank happened and.
Well, I mean, if we're counting Money in the Bank, obviously it's probably something on there, but I
don't know. I think this might be
for normal. Bigger news, but I wouldn't pick it over anything that happened in Money in the Bank. I think just because, like, I don't want to say spoiler, Gunther beat Jay on Raw to win the World Heavyweight title. I texted him and I was like, I think Seth should come out and cash in. They only had, somebody put, I think Jay, it was only 52 days, I think Jay's been the champ. Even like his Intercontinental title run wasn't long. I feel like they put the belt on him and they don't know what to do with him. But yet he's so hot, he's so over.
I feel that.
But they
in
just
Gunther, there's so many different directions you can take.
But is there anymore, honestly?
I mean, he's a viable threat against anybody, but... So if Seth goes after Gunther, like, who's his backup? Ludwig Kaiser?
No, he's in Charlotte's DMs. We had this talk already.
We haven't seen him in forever.
It's been a minute. I think
Stratton beat him up.
Stratton fucked him up. Yeah, Stratton fucked him up.
So yeah, that was surprising. I didn't expect a title change on Raw. Well, kind of did. I thought there was gonna be a cash in, but
you know what? I should have. That was probably the. I wonder when the last title change. I wonder when the last world title happened on a non-PLE. That would have been something I should have looked up because those are the random facts that I like.
Is it?
Yeah. I do have some other mixed WWE, AEW, outside of wrestling news. I never heard of this before. Maybe they've done it before. TNA has announced a concept for a match called 841. It will start as an 8-woman tag match, and then the winning team goes to a fatal 4-way. I don't know if the winner gets like a title shot. There was nothing in the tweet, but I was like, that's kind of cool. Do an 8-person tag, and then the winning team goes to a fatal 4-way, and then there's one winner for that. That person should get some kind of title shot, I think.
Oh, 100%.
But I read that, and I was like, that's actually a really cool idea.
Speaking of unique type matches, next week on the Weekly Rewind, we're going to put in a part to keep you updated on the brackets of the Queen and King of the Ring, too. I know we didn't this week because it's kind of still new.
Yeah, because it's kind of still new. We're still trying to figure stuff out.
Once they start getting a little deeper into it, we're going to throw some things in there with that as well.
That's a good idea because we'll even do that. Like when I don't know if AEW is going to continue it or not now with the Continental title being combined, but I feel like anything like that we can do.
Yeah.
Any kind of bracket. I saw today NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance, has inked a deal with Roku to be on TV because they're usually on. I think their own YouTube channel and like some random channel, kind of like TNA, but that's cool. Like I'll download the Roku app to watch that. They have a lot of cool people over there. I believe EC3 is like their champ. I believe. I could be wrong.
EC3?
Yeah, he doesn't go by EC3 there, but I think he's their champ.
A reminder. Was it R-Truth in that one segment with him? He's like, I'm EC3. He's like, where's C1 and 2?
No, it was Ambrose.
That was Ambrose?
They were on.
Okay.
They were on. What was
nope, you're right. Yeah,
what was Alexa Bliss's talk show called? Was it Talking Bliss?
Might have been.
He was on that. EC3 was on that because that's when like he didn't talk, or like every time he would try to talk, someone would interrupt him. And Ambrose came out. And Ambrose was like, "You're EC3. Where's EC2 and EC1 at?" Yeah, that's what that was. I remember that. That was kind of funny. So I have. This is kind of cool. This was announced over the last couple of days. I believe you said it last week that The Miz is hosting American Gladiators.
Yes.
So they announced former TNA star Jesse Goddard, who was Mr. Spectacular, former WWE talent Rick Boogs. We all loved Rick Boogs.
Oh,
AEW stars Wardlow and Camille, Jessica Roden, a.k.a. J-Rod, who was trained by Rikishi, have all been cast in the upcoming American Gladiators revival. Even cooler, Camille trained at the Team 3D Academy and was personally weight trained by Apache Dan Carr, the original creator of American Gladiators. That's really cool. If you're going to have all, like, wrestlers as the
Rick
gladiators.
Boogs looked like... We watched American Gladiators when we were kids.
I love that show.
Boogs looked like someone who should be a gladiator.
I know I said it last week. If it's literally all wrestlers, I'm getting Amazon Prime just to watch the show.
I have Prime.
I know. I think I just bought some of this, so I think I have Prime free now. For like
I'll
30 days.
slide into your DMs with a password.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
There was also a couple,
Wink.
as I said before, today or yesterday was Mark Henry's birthday. There was other wrestlers' birthdays this week.
Someone's going to get the cake lit.
Pause. I mean, well, actually, June 8th was Liv Morgan's, so if we,
Someone's going to get the leg split.
June 9th was Tay Mello, so I mean, hey, what's up? June 10th was Deonna Purrazzo, and then today, June 12th, was Mark Henry. It was also, I don't know, announced, she brought it up quickly. Deonna Purrazzo has scoliosis. That, like, curved back thing, that's got to be tough as a wrestler.
Yeah.
That's got to be tough as a wrestler. That's all the random news I have. I know normally the shout out of the week is like somebody shouting us out or a comment or something. But for our shout out of the week this week, we want to shout out Gummy Bear. I don't know if we want to use her real name.
Yeah.
We'll shout out Gummy Bear because she got a promotion at work and she's now a supervisor.
Yeah.
Thankfully, she doesn't have to supervise us because that's terrible. That supervisor needs a bonus. Whoever has to supervise us.
Oh, I broke my pen.
Oh my god. But shout out Gummy Bear.
Shout out. Well deserved.
Well deserved. We're proud of you. Before I wasn't gonna do this, but I'm thinking about it. Before we do,
fighting?
No, before we do
I'm
promos,
gonna take my shirt off.
I have to go get something. So if you want to figure out something to talk about, do whatever. I got something the other day that I think we need to try. So you just figure out whatever. I'll be back.
So
Talk to the camera. I'm not here, so if you want to get naked, if you want to tell the people how much you love me, that's fine.
Okay, so now that he left the room,
Fuck you.
on my way to film this podcast, I did notice I passed out his bedroom, and I noticed on the wall, on the ceiling actually, there was a lot of pictures of John Cena up there. I'm not exactly sure the positioning, why they're on the ceiling, but I found it weird. It was kind of captivating, to be honest. People who do podcasts alone, make videos alone, not really sure how you do it. It's a little awkward in this particular time, but I'm pushing through. I did put something funny in there that you're like, oh.
Yeah. So the other day,
What is that? You better not cut out what I said.
I won't. The other day I was at Sheetz, and we talked about this one time. I found one. Seagram spiked Rumble Punch. It's kind of big.
It is kind of big.
So I got 2 glasses.
It's a double fister.
We're gonna do. That's why I didn't get 2. I was like, you know what, one's gonna be good enough.
Yeah, seriously, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's. So I figure we give it a try, give it a little taste test.
We did say that this was gonna be part of our.
I was gonna be greedy and keep it to myself, and I was like, nah, you know what? Let me share. Don't look at me like that.
Can you believe that? After all the nice things I just said about him when he stepped away, you don't even pour me?
No.
Is this punch?
Yeah, Rumble Punch. What does it say? It's got the flavors on the bottom. It's a nice pink flavor in my NWO cup that I have.
And I actually know how to pour, unlike you.
Oh, whatever. I don't care.
Still a little more in there.
It's lemon, strawberry, watermelon, and guava flavors.
Guava. I like the color, though.
I like the color.
Color's
Yeah,
nice.
Seagram's. I believe we talked about it. I think I talked about it one time in the rewind.
You did, because we couldn't find it initially.
There's 4. I believe there's 4 flavors. I know 3 for sure. I think 4.
We should have did this in the beginning of the podcast. It would have been funnier.
Sheets only had the Rumble Punch, but I figured, we get it. We give it a little try. Here, we give it a little DDTW taste test. It smells really good.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's trouble.
Oh, that's white girl wasted shit right there. That's what that is.
That's if it's white girl. We're gonna have to get it. We're gonna have to get out Ice Ice Baby. That's my white girl wasted karaoke song.
Yo, that's dangerous though. That don't even taste like alcohol.
I think I'm going to Sheets when we're done recording.
I have a couple more of these. I'm gonna be in the sheets. What do you mean? I'm gonna be under them.
Ooh. Shit, that's good. I think there's a blue raspberry and like a lemonade or original. I want to try the blue raspberry, but this is good.
You even know the rock stars I drink and stuff. It's all fruit punch.
It's all fruit punch, yeah.
I love.
That's what I was debating.
Go ahead, make your jokes. I love fruity things.
I was debating. I was like, if he walks in with his Rockstar. Obviously, I'm not pulling this out because
Oh, I'd mix it.
I know you would. I know you would.
That'd be a chase.
But I was like,
what do you mean?
mm-mm.
Why is this so good though? You know what it reminds me
Why
of?
is this so good?
In a way, like it does taste like fruit punch, but shit, what's it called?
I could taste the guava.
The ginger ale, but the
Isn't
cranberry ginger? Is there?
No, Seagram's isn't ginger ale. What the hell's ginger ale?
It's soda.
No, the brand.
I don't know.
I could see it's a green can.
There's a ginger ale that is like, is it?
Well,
What's it called?
let's
go. I don't know. This reminds me of something. It's delicious. Don't
It's
get me wrong.
delicious, yeah.
I just went to that.
Actually, it doesn't taste good. Don't go out and buy this so we can find more. Not that I want to say that. Actually, while I'm on here, this is really good. This is gonna cause problems. So there's only 3 flavors. There's the Rumble Punch that we have. There's Pineapple Powerhouse, which is probably good.
Oh.
And then I can't read the
Pineapple. Hey, you know an interesting fact about No, I'm not gonna.
Slammin' Blueberry is the other one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find these other 2. I thought there was like a lemon, like a regular, because I thought there was like a yellow topped one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find these other ones because this is really good.
Dude, the pineapple one probably hits.
The pineapple one's gotta be good. It's weird that the pineapple one has a green like coloring.
Well, what are the outside of pineapples? Not green. The leaves are.
The leaves are.
Yeah.
We're not drinking the leaves. Did you do your promo while I was away? I heard you talking about coming over here, but I don't know if you fully went into it or not.
No, I was just saying something about you. That's
That's
all.
fine.
It was nice. Don't worry about it.
They're not gonna see it anyways. I don't know if I have one.
I'll
so
upload it as a short on Facebook. I don't care.
I'm gonna have to think. So what's your promo for today? Oh, I do have one. I have one.
My promo is half days
Oh yeah, that's right.
at the end of a school year.
That's right. You switched it up. I forgot.
Like literally, at the end of this year, almost this entire week, there's been half days.
Which is stupid.
Now, keep in mind when I take my daughter like to kindergarten, like the boys they'll walk, they're fine. That's all right. But I gotta take her and then be back at the school 2.5 hours later.
You might as well just stay there.
Yeah, like what am I supposed to do? Like as a person who's at home and has things to do around the house, clean, dishes, cook, what am I supposed to do in 2.5 hours? Absolutely nothing. It's the dumbest thing. Like they should have just had school like up until like Wednesday and just that's it.
I've heard of, like not even you, but I've heard of a lot of other parents. Even like they had half a day's. I don't remember who was. Somebody was talking and like their kids had like a half a day. Maybe it was Wally. Their kids had a half a day Wednesday and Thursday and like a full day Friday, but then half a days this week. That even makes less sense.
Yeah. Half days, I think, are the dumbest things.
I don't
ever in
think we,
school.
like I was saying this before, and it's been a long ass time. I don't think we had half days on our last week, but it was honestly 30 freaking years ago.
Yeah.
Can't ask me, but ask me about a
When I went to school,
Ask me about a wrestling match 30 years ago, and I'll know the answers to that.
Well, when I went to school, I walked up and downhill.
Both
in the
ways
snow.
in the snow.
Yeah, my bus stop when you went up and downhill, depending on
Yeah.
which way you were coming home.
So my promo.
Oh, also,
Go ahead.
to tag team off your promo from last week
Oh, okay.
about the people
Yes.
in the lanes where
Yes.
they just speed up and then try to merge.
Mhm.
It literally happened to me on my way here today.
Stupid.
Literally today. And you, oh.
Oh no! If I see it, I'm like, no, I'm getting on this. I'm not trying to be mean to the person in front of me, but if I see somebody, especially there, like I know right where you're talking about on 11, if I see somebody flying in that passing lane, I'm on that person's ass in front of me. You're not getting in front
Oh,
of
no,
me.
he didn't get in front of me.
Fuck you, you're not.
And he's like
getting in front
throwing his arms up and everything, and I'm just like, oh. Just,
Hi.
Yeah. In the words of Ron Killings, I wish you would.
of me.
I wish you would. He had to slow down and get behind me because it literally tells you that's merging. Like,
And at least for me, a lot of the times right at that spot is some dickhead going to the car dealership.
now if I'd see a car that's slowing down and it has their blinker on and they're like just about ready to come to a stop, I'm gonna be like, you know what?
That's different.
Come on over.
That's different.
It's nice on this side.
Ooh, I've got a promo to bounce off of that promo. That goes with my last week's promo because it happened to me the other day. Getting on the highway, when you're merging onto the highway.
The hell with that thing, anyways. That's annoying.
What thing?
Merging onto the highway.
Well, that's annoying. But the other day, I'm trying to merge onto the highway, and merging on the highway like right by the mall. There's not much of a on lane, whatever you want to call it, on ramp.
Yeah.
The person I'm trying to merge over. This person's right next to me, not moving. Will not go to the other lane. Will not speed up. Will not slow down. They're just next to me, and I'm like, yo, I can't move over unless I had to slow down. Basically, I'm gonna stop to let him get in front of me so I could finally merge over. Like especially when there's a lot of cars there, move over really quick. Let all the cars come on, and if you want to move back over, move back over. It happened to me the other day, and it really annoyed me.
Stupid people.
That wasn't that was one of the promos. My other promo was on like streaming companies. I just binge watched SWAT over the last like week or 2 weeks, probably. I hate that I have to watch the beginning and the end every episode. Like the end, it'll go faster because it'll say like next episode starting in Netflix.
I thought Netflix asks you if you want to skip.
So it comes up skip intro, like every episode, but there should just be something of like automatically skip the intros. If I've been binge watching for 6 hours, automatically skip the intros. It'll come up really quick. I think it comes up on all streaming services. Skip intro and like next episode starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nah, I guess you're right.
They shouldn't even be there. Like if you're gonna ask me, hey, are you still there? Are you still watching? And I hit yes. As soon as I hit yes, you should go, cool. I'm gonna take the intros and the outros out. You won't have to worry about it. I could see like the next day if I go on, maybe have the first one okay, have the beginning and end of like the first 2 episodes. But every episode when there's a lot of episodes, you're like, this is dumb. It probably doesn't take much time, but like this is just stupid. Why do I need to watch this every time?
No,
maybe like every new season, because sometimes or if like I don't know if shows like that do it, but I know like cartoon shows do it. Like when something big happens. Well, no, shows like that do it when something like
cartoon shows. What do you mean?
Like in Pokemon, in one season, the intro would change when something big happens. when Ash would win like a title or Ash would like.
Well, he wants to be the very best.
Right.
Like no one ever.
But
was.
like if it's something where like maybe if somebody's leaving the show or somebody new's coming, cool, you can have that part in. But don't have it for every episode. Like when there's something big that happens in a season and the intro changes, you could have that one in. That I understand. But if it's every episode and it's the same every time, imagine watching. I mean, I don't know if you ever watched it, but I just remember because it was on before Raw on the USA. Imagine watching Law and Order, trying to binge watch Law and Order. Every episode you get the dum, and then you get the stupid person talking.
No, I would sing along.
Well, maybe the dum part, but like when the guy's talking of like. Law and Order, there's sexual crimes and it goes to. I don't want to hear that every episode. Are we drunk already?
I just that tune slaps. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I hear that, I'm like, someone's getting arrested.
I do miss putting that on in front of Raw because now I just put a Netflix on. It's like Raw will start in 5 minutes. I'm like, this is not cool. I don't.
Yeah, cool. I get to sit here. What am I gonna do for 5 minutes?
Sit here and watch the timer.
I mean, there's things you can do. Actually, what I said when you walked away, that's probably what you do for 5 minutes.
Wow! That was a cool way to do this episode. I kind of like this. I do kind of like this new way.
We should do every episode with Seagrams.
I'm like, the only matching cups I had were wine glasses. I didn't think we wanted to use those.
Oh man, pinkies up.
They're fanciest.
Pinkies up.
I don't know why I still have them. They were a wedding gift. I think did my friend make them? I don't think he made them. I think he paid a lot for them though. But they were never used. They were a wedding gift, and there's 4 of them that were matching. I probably could have used those, but they're a little fancy.
It's alright.
Next time I'll use.
Don't you want to be bougie once in a while?
Next time I'll use those. That's fine.
Everybody wants to be sexy once in a while.
Big sexy?
Yeah.
Kevin Nash?
Yeah. I just hope my quads don't get torn.
Don't walk too fast. You'll be all right.
Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in for another episode of the Weekly Rewind.
Because we are keeping it the Weekly Rewind. We decided on that. I'm pretty sure we're like 95% sure it's staying.
It's a rewind of everything that's happened during the week, but
this
is the new and improved. Hopefully you like the more streamlined version of things. We're still going to be doing little tweaks to it here and there.
Yeah, we're working on it.
But, you know.
July, the first episode of July will be good. We'll have it all figured out.
July of 2028, we'll have it all figured out. We'll be done and ready to go. So,
on that note, because I can tell somebody's already getting a little tipsy. We'll see you guys tomorrow for
someone's
the podcast.
Tired. Listen. Cliff note. We had to make some altercations, and this episode is filmed a lot later in the day.
A lot later in the day, and we have to do it a different day next week too. Yes, a lot later in
So-
the day. But we're going to work on that because technically now with school being out, we do have to figure out, like, I think we have it figured out, but we have to, like, figure out when we're recording, which I think we have it figured out. We just
the first attempt is going to be bringing my daughter here, so
which should be fine. There's enough
see how that goes.
There's enough shit for her to play with here.
She might guest star. You never know. She might just like, hey, what's up?
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool. She'll be famous.
We'll just put her and Nala in the cage outside. They'll be fine.
There you go. I'll get her a head start on first grade. She'll already be famous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she will. She'll get more famous. That'll get us the views.
Oh, God! Anything that we bring into this room, it could be Nala, it could be my daughter, it could be a Lego set, it could literally be Meatball. We could bring in.
No, we're gonna lose views there. We're losing subs there.
They'll get more views.
I don't know about Meatball. We're losing subs on that one.
Anything that's gonna take away from us talking.
Fair.
They probably love the fact when we're tasting this because
They were like, "Oh, my ears have peace for a minute."
Yeah.
This was really good.
this was really good. I encourage people to go try this. Responsibly though.
Yeah, responsibly. Yeah.
Make sure you're home, nestled up, under a blanket, on a blanket maybe if you're too warm. Put your air on. It's hot as hell out.
It's hot as balls. I think this room needs an air conditioner.
But this is refreshing.
I've never been in this room for this long. Which sounds really weird. Like I'm usually never in here.
It's been at least 4 years since you've been in this room with another man.
Pause. This room needs an air conditioner or a floor fan. Floor fan, but it'd be loud as hell. Is the problem.
Would that be our only fan?
Yeah, because we don't have many.
Okay.
On that note, because we've been trying for it 4 times now.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys for the podcast tomorrow.
See you
Later.